now.
Let's talk about recuperating by banning out target bans. Ace1 have no interest in ZRK getting his Richter.
That's a good start there. Also get rid of the Teamy. I would probably ban the Dioma, even though that's a ban we hardly ever see, but something that obviously Angra's been great on.
They banned Murad every time. Every team that's played into Angra has banned Murad.
Well,
literally every team. Do they have the time to ban it here?
Well, they only have one ban left.
Pick Roma
Or Murad.
I think it has to be. I think it has to. No. They dodge it, and I think this is so... There's no use banning one or the other. I agree with them.
To take it? They want Fran to take it?
Maybe, it's possible, but I think they would have banned Ryoma and picked it if they were going that route.
Right, that's so strange to me.
So they'll take away what the jungle they're most scared of being taken away, which is the Nakrot. They'll give that over to Fran. I would be very surprised if Pain did not pick up the Murad, but they do not need to do it immediately because the jungle has been locked in by Ace1. That means Pain Gaming can instead prioritize what I'd like to see as a support come out early, maybe in a net.
Right, and I want to just go on that point for a second there. For those of you who don't know, you cannot pick Nekroth and Murad on the same team. It's just not going to work. So Pain has all the time in the world to pick Murad at the end.
The draft does open up actually differently than I expected. Crashed Omen going through for Pain, Wonder Woman in response in the side lane. This will be a mage of some variety settling on a Liliana for Ace1.
Wonder Woman worked okay for them. I don't think that was the issue. The difference is that Wonder Woman obviously not going to be in the jungle this time, so there's a little bit different situation.
There's the Anna I called for, giving them so much in the way of stun ups because they already have the tank from the Crash. They'll go for a Raz into the Liliana in mid, a fair trade. This leaves Ace needing to select their side lanes.
Well, they're gonna need to go for a marksman jungler here. Or they go for no marksman at all.
There's the Telenas into the side lane. Thane playing in the support role.
Oh, I love it.
Is this Murad? No. Lindis.
If you're gonna pick a marksman jungler, Lindis is the best option.
Do you think that's maybe throwing down the gauntlet a bit from Angra? He says, I know you've stereotyped me as a melee player. I can do more than that.
Oh.
Well, Violet is the second best.
That's interesting. Why would you take Violet? I mean, we know Violet is good, but why over Lindis?
Comfort pick.
Really?
Can I offer...
You feel like you're better at Violet than Lindis?
Well, yeah, okay. I'd just be surprised at this level.
Can I offer an alternative draft? Or an alternative reason? Because they're so squishy. All of Ace1 have relatively squishy. The difference between Lindis and Violet is Violet does incredibly good burst, Lindis does incredibly good sustain. So if you're facing into a ton of tanks, you definitely go for the Lindis. If you're facing into people you want a one-shot, like the Wisp, Nakroth, and Liliana, maybe you just want the Violet for that burst.
The thing is, they do have some pretty thick characters in Thane and the Wonder Woman. So if they're in the front there, Violet, she's going to auto-target those heroes, the closest ones to her, with her tactical fire. It'll be up to Echo to get in and out and make sure that he's not killed as they get out.
Yeah,
so we were worried about him getting Ryoma and making a mess of them with Ryoma. He's not going to feature.
And no Murad either,
no.
Which I was so convinced was going to come out, but they just didn't want it into that much stun, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Well, so Ace1 may have been a little bit surprised because we were thinking, well, surely you're going to ban out one or, not both of those, but one of those. They didn't. Maybe they were expecting to face it. It's not coming now. So, yeah, Ace1 have got a lot to deal with, not only from what we've seen of like how they've played, but what Pain are giving them as well is you know, confusing and a little bit unexpected.
I kind of like this draft from Ace1, though. I kind of like this draft again from them.
I liked the last one too, though.
I know, that's the issue.
I don't want to believe.
They need to execute. That's all it comes down to. I like this draft. Hopefully they can execute this time.
I think Angra will be less comfortable. We saw his Violet before, and it wasn't nearly as terrifying as his Ryoma. Their Violet has seen play from Angra once, and it wasn't that lost game against Geo.
Yeah.
So if we see that same Violet, well, I kind of actually think Ace1 have their best shot yet.
Well, hopefully they can take it to get finally on the board here.
I mean, both sides are really different picks than in the previous game. And that previous game went 1 to Pain. Ace1, they need this now or they're going 0 for 4.
Wanting to get on the board, beat the Cream Esports sides and doing that.
Aggressive again, 5-man invade.
Yeah, Ace diving in. shuttling people back while Echo goes in, focusing the Nakaroth damage in on this Sage Golem. Anger and the rest of the side will now push in for Pain Gaming. They want a strong opening as well, and they do have Echo chased back. He got the Sage Golem, but he will get away with it. Mithy and ZRK are dueling in the meantime, and ZRK cannot find the kill.
If Ace can rotate back into the rest of their jungle and take all of their golems as well, they will have the advantage here.
Strong early game invade, it worked out.
I don't know if I like these 5-man invades though, TJ.
What makes you uncomfortable about them?
All this farm not being taken. All of the farm.
It's just an inefficiency question then?
Yeah, it's just inefficient. Just go in with 4. If they match you with 5, then you get farm on the rest of the map. And if they match you with 4, then you also get farm on the rest of the map. I just feel like it doesn't need to be 5-man invade.
But what if they have 5 people defending?
Then you take the farm, and then you get ahead. You literally just get ahead by
But how do you win the team fight?
You run away, TJ.
Ace in trouble in the top lane as the team fight breaks out, and Pain Gaming will get 2 opening kills. Maxeed and Mithy to fall, 2 of the tankier players on their side.
That means that Nakaroth has to go ahead and defend that tower lest it go down. But Fran is going to be on the Wisp this time. Didn't do too well with the Violet, but perhaps a lot more comfortable with the Wisp.
Ace currently holding the only loss for the side lane ADC composition, the side lane ADC meta. Will this be the second?
Fran, do not besmirch the ADC meta any further, please.
We'll see. Fran, you're right. He has had a few disappointing results. Angra, though, kind of feeling the same way about that
It's been decreed. It's been decreed. Stop ruining the record.
Prizer and the rest of the side escorting Angra through the jungle to make sure he can get farmed up.
Pretty similar goal at the moment. This Sage Golem obviously coming up first here for Pain, so they're going to have that advantage. But Abyssal Dragon is anyone's game. Whoever takes it gets their ultimates first.
Abyssal Dragon will be focused down. Echo gets it, securing it despite Angra's attempt to steal. Angra actually tactical fired in, but the rest of the damage comes through. Ebody tapped down. Echo pinned as well by an excellent metamorphosis. And Ace are in a lot of trouble. He's cut off a 4-man stun for Bracelets. Maxine with the flicker will get to safety.
That rarely happens, TJ. Usually the winner of the Abyssal Dragon has the advantage after that in the team fight with their ultimates, but that was a great play from ZRK. Huge death beacon onto 3 members, pulls them right in, stuns them up, and serves them on a platter for his team. And unfortunately, Fran is disappointing again. Missed with a shock and awe, and that allowed Pain to get away scot-free.
Now this wave in the bot lane should give Fran his first loss of the game, as the tower is almost guaranteed to fall. Mithy's coming in on the flank. Fran decides to fight it alongside him, and they've got Madame Freezy cut out and pinned back. The shock and awe doesn't find the kill though, and now they're down to tower.
I am a little bit disheartened by Fran being caught out so many times here. He nearly went down in that fight as well. Needs to be a little more careful. He's gonna be the carry for his team. Angra? Angra?
A little bit aggressive, and we saw that earlier. He actually tactical fired into a dragon pen. He didn't get caught, but it was like weird.
Yeah, maybe they should focus on catching on Angra on a hero that is not Yomo this time.
Yeah, his positioning on the ranged characters is what we criticized the last time he played Violet, and I will hold to it. It is weird.
Geo also didn't take full advantage of his positioning, if memory serves, as he was consistently out in the open, ready to get taken down. Focus fire is going to be very important for this game.
Pain focusing down as best they can. Fran in the bot lane. Angra perhaps the equivalent target in the jungle.
Certainly is. Does have 2.3 thousand gold for the Wisp here, so doing a decent job of farming up. And I like that Fran is not engaging in this team fight, just continues to farm up.
Why is Mithy getting the mid clear though? That's unfortunate, because it's depriving from the Liliana, who really does need to be able to do damage.
I think just trying to support his team. Sometimes you just got to be there to make sure that the Liliana doesn't die.
E-Buddy definitely on the receiving end of a few tactical fire shots from Angra. It's not the best of times.
These rotations are a bit baffling to me. I don't know why they're rotating mid when there's no real danger here. The contention is on the Abyssal right now.
Yeah, and Ace don't seem to know much about it, as Daeldon slowly whittles it down. They've got Angra on it as well now. Mana Freeze and Metal playing guard. Pain Gaming will get the first Abyssal.
Fran picks up Clavis Sancti, so that is a power spike. Would like to see her continue to be in the bottom lane though. Ooh, goes forward with the loose cannon. Takes a lot of damage from Angra though.
Yeah. We're still able to hold, despite getting tanked low. Again, positioning not ideal. You want Aggro to be a little bit further back, but not capitalized on, despite Mithy being in the area.
TJ 5 mid, again, this is just disappointing. Look at the gold score. Just nothing's happened, and yet Pain Gaming have opened up the gold lead by 2,000 since the last time we looked at it.
So this is the inefficiency you were talking about, kind of inherent to a few LATAM teams. They put too much emphasis on being prepared to take these team fights, when realistically it's okay to even lose players if elsewhere you're gaining map and tower and jungle control.
Exactly, as long as you're not losing too many towers, or even towers at all, because of your death, it's fine. Because death itself, killing heroes itself, only provides you 200 gold on average, depending on the bounty score. But that's how much you get in a single minion wave.
Ace1 finally agree with your memo. They send 4 people into the enemy jungle. Perhaps not the size of invade force that you'd like, but they do chase Aggro back, and Brad with the shock and all will find a kill onto him.
But look at the bottom lane, TJ. It was pushed out all the way by Omen, and so that kill actually doesn't mean anything.
Fran just cleared out jungle. That's going to help us bank account someone.
Yeah, that does help. That does help. So that'll help him get some gold in that regard. But
and they're giving Fran buffs, golems, as well. They are power farming Fran on the Wisp.
That's going to be good for them as he gets closer and closer to the top gold scores on the side of Pain. They're going to need him farmed up. They're going to need him being able to blow up the side of Pain if they have any chance in this game.
What's your ideal Wisp build?
The ideal Wisp build, just go for lots of crits and get a little bit of Pierce at the end there. And that'll be plenty for you, because for Wisp, you get to critical strike on your AoE strikes and on shock and awe.
Good. Stun from Maxine on the top lane as he's trying to hold tower against Medmore. He'll go down to Deldon with the execute. Now the pressure can come in from Pain, if only they had Wave to follow up.
Very offensive build here from the Crash from Deldon, going for the what looks to be the rank breaker after that Mantle Raw.
And Pain Gaming in the meantime, split pushing as ever. The Omen grabs the bottom lane tower, now shifts over to the Abyssal Dragon currently. ZRK, always a monster in the side lanes. He's securing so much for his team right now on the Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah, on the Abyssal Dragon, like you mentioned, just out-rotating the side of Ace1 is Pain Gaming. Just running them around. Look how reactive Ace1 is being right now.
The Abyssal will be secured. ZRK takes it. Pain Gaming.
Did Ace even know that it was being taken?
No. Because the reason ZRK felt comfortable going for the Abyssal was because he knew that the tower or the wave was crashing against the high ground. There was no way anyone was controlling that part of the jungle.
Right, and not only that, you could see all 4 of the members, excuse me, in the mid lane defending that.
ZRK finally gets called out, but not caught out. He'll be in a lot of trouble as the shock and all comes through. My goodness, Maxine lassos her back into a Riki shot. Stop that nonsense right now.
Well, it took 5 members, but they finally took him down, whipping him back in for his trouble. But Ebody takes quite a bit of damage from that tactical fire. We've been talking about the Wisp, but Unger this entire time has been farming up, has plenty of farm on his side, and you just saw that tactical fire, TJ. It's chunked down Ebody.
Angra's doing quite healthy. Wow, that's a sentence. Angra's doing quite well in terms of the goal. Thank you. Pain Gaming want this mid lane pressure as well. Ace again have a oversized defense force, and you can start to see that acting up against them as their gold shrinks and their level shrinks.
Unger just waiting for these tactical fires. In fact, Unger can just take down this tower without a wave.
Not feeling quite confident. Oh no, he's feeling safe. Deldon cleared the bush below him. They know there's nobody in it.
He's just waiting for someone to be under the tower so he can get extra damage on the heroes while he's at it.
Well, nobody stood under it. The tower goes down. Ace, except it's a lost cause, now go in, threatening a 5-mana freeze. They will get caught out by the lasso. Maxine suddenly realizes he didn't want to be a part of that party.
This is 4v5, TJ. Bottom lane, ZRK is continuing to push. Pain are just running them around. They're just being dominant against it. They're not allowing them to do anything, and Ace is falling into their trap.
Yeah. And Ace are actually in a lot of trouble as the pressure doubles down in the mid lane.
Look at ZRK. He just goes up top.
Echo denied by Mana Freeze Day. Down the shock and all comes through. It is after wave clear, but Delta has the metamorphosis. Mithy will stun up, stall up. King's Glory comes out. Lots of damage found on the Pain. Can anybody punish? He's gone in and found damage, but they only kill Metal.
Finally, the pushback from Ace1.
Fran manages another. That's a good pick on the Agra,
right,
but ZRK has the split lane. E-Buddy, you must contest, and he's not going to be able to do it. ZRK, don't do this to me! He's got Fran! He's got E-Buddy chased all the way back into the fountain! Stop it!
This is not Ace's base. This is ZRK's base. He's planted his flag and says, anyone who is here is mine.
ZR, okay. That's insane.
Yeah, he doesn't care about your base, TJ. And the boomstick just picked up here for Liliana. She has 5,000 gold. That is sad. I'm sorry, it's just sad.
Mana Freeze will need to drift back alongside Metal and Tailton. There's Ace definitely put up a little bit more of a fight there. They got 4 of their 4 kills in the last few moments.
They certainly did, but they're still down quite a bit of gold. They're still down lots of towers, which is huge. And there's this hero called Violet who can just stand outside and take them all down. That was really just sad to see. Pain walking up there. They just walked up there and killed all the towers.
But Fran's doing quite well apart from the dive onto him. His build's actually not going badly.
Fran is doing okay. The problem is there's no follow-up damage, right? He can chunk people down, but he needs something. He needs a nice shining light to finish them off, and unfortunately, E-Buddy has 0 farm.
Could the Nakaroth maybe step into that void? Echo's build's all right as well.
Well, yeah, it seems like the only thing that they have going for them.
Here's the enraged Abyssal
Dragon. No.
Pain going in for the side. The shock and all will be deployed, but Deldun dives underneath. The wave has been cleared. This is possible. Deldun holds strong. There's the dive in with the King's Glory. Mithy finds a kill, but all the while ZRK ignores the rest of the team fight and takes the high ground tower. He'll take 3. He gets Echo. A 1-1 trade at the tower for ZRK. Now the waves through again for the bottom tower, and they found Fran, who's only gotten ZRK as the tower has dropped to half HP.
It looks so promising for them. Fran cleared the wave, but oh my goodness, it could end right now.
Angra could like 3-shot this core if he really wanted to.
Still minions there.
Maxine will stun up with the bracelets. That buys a moment. Mithy, perhaps the hero of these last few fights, will get the clear.
Angra hit the core, put him out of their misery.
The high ground tower, the final one, goes down.
Oh, that is lots of super minions down the mid. I think it could end right here, though.
Angra and Frizer are here as the wave does crash. Pain Gaming don't want to take any risks. We've seen this before.
I think they could take this risk, TJ.
What I said last game, when they slowly and steadily cleaned it up, ensuring they got the Dark Slayer, and there were no risks at all.
Well, they can certainly take the Dark Slayer pretty easily as they have super minions all across.
Ace know the pattern. Surely they know after that last game that this is a Dark Slayer take that's currently ongoing, and if they play it smart, their only hope maybe is to dive in and take that fight.
I'm not sure if they can even go, though, because if they try, there's going to be super minions in their throat. There's already, if you look at the mini-map, 3 super duper minions with those big hockey or football shoulder pads coming in there. American football, sorry.
Yeah, well, they do have some bad concussions as they are cleared up. E-Buddy will make sure they don't get in, but that does mean, like you say, Pain Gaming get the Dark Slayer uncontested.
Okay, this looks like the end, but the bright side for Ace is if they can miraculously hold on, they're back into the game because the gold will be even up then.
I like your optimism, Daniel. Have you turned over a new leaf?
Maybe. I think it's still over.
All right. Here comes the mid-wave. ZRK will push through with the rest of his team.
Oh,
Pain
nice
Gaming
clear.
wants it, but the clear is good. Like you say, Mithy again on the front lines. There's the first defensive ult, though, or aggressive ult, and here's the focus right on the core. Wave cleared again, but it will
Top
approach.
lane.
Top lane is here. Deldo's on the core with ZRK just focusing it down, and it will be Pain Gaming taking the 2-0.
Pain Gaming slow but steady, methodical as they take them out and take down Ace1, put them 0-4 in the Valor series as they go to 3-1.
If Ace can hold on, then they're back in this game.
It's the ZRK meta. It's the ZRK meta now.
They were 8k and 9 towers down. It's like they can win this fight.
Okay, but it was 42k to 50k, which means that if they won that fight, then they'd be full builds as well. They could take even fights from then on. It would take a miracle, but if they can climb that first massive 8-mile hurdle.
The thing is, ZRK is just going to knock that base down, whether his teammates are there or not. He nearly did it earlier.
They almost turned that fight. I think they were actually doing a decent job of turning that fight, but like you said, ZRK just like ignored the fight and said, oh, wait, the win condition is just the core. I can just break the core while you're all
for
fighting.
A large portion of the late game there, ZRK was letting his team do 4v5.
Yeah.
And the 4v5 was winning. They were pushing Ace back.
Ace needed to do something. Just do something. Either macro throughout the map, put people in waves so they can take that farm, which they weren't taking, or fight the 5v4. They did neither. They sat huddled, scared under the tower, and just let themselves get pushed in by 4 people.
And it felt like they kind of figured it out, how to force the team fights, how to win the team fights. I really liked the Thane towards the late game, but it was that mid-game point, like you were talking about, where it felt like Ace Gaming were so shook, they didn't dare take any risks. They were relying on Fran, maybe getting fed up, maybe somehow, and they just kept falling further and further behind.
I am worried for Ace's future in the Valor series and what we're going to see week after week as they contest. Work to be done, things to improve on, and teams without ZRK on will also help them out. ZRK just goes where he likes. There he is, coming down the top lane.
God, I'm excited for this Pain Gaming side, though.
Yeah. That is definitely the story to take away from this. That Pain are a real threat in the Latin American Valor series. Here's ZRK deciding whether he wants to end the game or not, really.
And watch
that
this.
tower, and he'll go up for the core.
That was nice. That was a very... For those of you who don't know how Omen works... For those of you who don't know how Omen works, Omen cannot dash like that. You need to flicker, so that is an ult. And while he's dashing forward, he uses the flicker to get onto him. That is a very technical play coming up from ZRK.
And it rewarded him with a free kill onto the biggest carry the enemy team had. Then he pushes forward, takes a high ground tower, and trades 1-for-1, ensuring that his team can pressure the core, which he also takes.
Maybe if we watch enough Pain games, we can have Latam learn how to macro.
Yeah, Pain Gaming definitely look like the strongest macro team in LATAM right now.
And that could really say something as we go forwards. They're a proper threat now.
Let me rephrase, actually. ZRK looks like the best macro team in LATAM.
Well, there he is. 14% of the damage.
Look at how low his participation is.
Yeah.
That's actually quite fun to see. I really like how low that participation is because it's a sign that he's just been split from the whole team. Normally that's bad.
Yes, normally that is bad, right?
But as a Omen, that's really quite good.
Specifically as an Omen or specifically his positioning?
Well, anyone who's playing dedicated split lane, you can see Ryomas where that's also true. But I really like it on Omen because Omen is one of the few melees that can actually burst down towers should they be able to get close.
Right. Omen... A good Omen is one for whom he just pushing down the lanes the entire time. Then every once in a while, you'll see 3 or 4 heroes chasing him around the map. And being like, oh, our towers!
He's so fast.
So Angra comes out with 10, 3 and 7, and then 3 deaths there.
Not his best performance, and certainly less comfortable than his melees, but better than the last time he played a ranged character.
I think this was actually markedly better than the last time we saw him because he was just able to play his role, push down the towers, consistently do damage to the towers and the heroes. I mean, we talked about the 4v5 that continued for an eternity in that mid lane, it seemed like. And part of the reason why they didn't want to engage is because every time they took a step forward, it was Angra putting that damage onto them, and that forced them back because one of their members was chunked down. So they had to go S5 at the same time, and because they didn't have that coordination, it was one person stepping forward, they got hurt, they had to run back. One person stepping forward, they got hurt, they got to run back. And meanwhile, they're taking the towers, they're taking the side